saying, hold tight, KG, flexing KG. Wait, what are you saying? You good?
Bro, listen, you know what I realized, yeah? I was looking in the mirror the other day and I was like, swear down, I'm good looking, you know? You ever had that? When you look in the mirror and you think, you know what? I could be buff.
Not me personally, but that's good though.
You always good at kiss chase though. Do you know that game kiss chase? Was you good at that?
I was sick at kiss chase, yeah.
I couldn't catch no one, bro.
They always came to you.
No, they were running, fam. It's like they had running spikes on. They were not trying to kiss me, bro. So I was not. I think, you know what it is? I think I've become better looking as I've got older. Facial hair, and I can buy my own clothes.
Everything was good, yeah.
My parents were buying me the clothes.
You know what I mean? Okay, so KG's feeling himself today. Hey, that's the kind of, you know what I mean, self-confidence that we want. Big up everyone watching live. We got a lot to get through today, man. Welcome to the show. Let us know where you're watching from as well. Hold tight, Kai K from New Zealand in the comments as well. So we got New Zealand in the house. Let us know where you guys are watching from. We got a lot to get through.
How you are, bro, before you get into it. Because I know we go straight into this thing, but sometimes you got to ask questions. How are you, bro?
I'm good, man. Do you know what? I'm good. Yeah, I'm good. I'm annoyed that we still ain't got the fans back and all of this and that. I was thinking, oh, when are we going to get back? Today I was going through some old videos of when me and Nora were on tour and all that. But yeah, man, I'm good.
You're missing it. Good. You're missing.
I just want to get back to the games, bro. People who you lot know me, I'm the field guy. I like being out there. I like being in the thick of it. And yeah, but I'm good. But that's how everyone feels. You know what I'm saying? That's how everyone feels.
If you want to reminisce in it, just get in the car and drive to a stadium for no reason, fam.
Nah, I can't do it.
It can't be a tier 1 area. It can't be a tier 3 area.
I just watch back the videos, man. Trust me.
Cool.
Oh, we got a lot to get through, guys. A lot to get through. Martial versus Cavani. That's what we got to talk about. There's been comments from Paul Scholes as well regarding Martial, which KG actually hasn't seen yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to read you these comments first, and then we're going to get into the Martial Cavani debate in terms of what Cavani's arrival will look like for Martial. So we'll start with these quotes, KG. This is what Paul Scholes said earlier. He said, I think you need a top-class centre forward at Man United, Kane or Haaland. I think Haaland is sensational. He will be up there with your Ronaldos and Messis probably. He's that good from what I've seen of him so far. He also said he's, as in Martial started the season quite poorly again, which makes you think he isn't a centre forward. It's misleading. That's why I've kept on saying we need a top-class number 9. He goes on and says the problem with Man United's forwards is that none of them are actually a centre forward. Martial almost conned us into thinking he was one at the end of last season because he scored so many goals and was quite good. So he's never rated Martial. Look at your face. You looked at me.
Where's this come from? Wait. I'm shocked.
This is what he said.
Hold on, wait. So where's this come from, fam? So he was just chilling at home one day and he thought, you know what, forget about the transfer window.
He done an interview. He also said, Edwin van der Sar would be a perfect director of football for Man United. He's done a good job at Ajax. Yeah. And he also said, I never thought Sancho was the right type of player because we've got 3 of that type of player anyway. So I wasn't really disappointed. He's a brilliant player. I just don't think there was any need for him this year. But anyway, focus on the Martial thing. I'm going
to focus on that, but someone needs to stop supplying crack to the class of 90. We can't. Like, I don't understand what's going on. So basically, Martial had the season of all seasons, yeah? And he forced them he sat everyone down when it came to the end of the season. Now, don't get twisted. I'm so happy because all these players, they're our players, which is it's a beautiful feeling to say, you know what? We have a Cavani, we have a Martial. Now, I think Martial proved himself as a number 9. And I think a lot of people, this is the thing. Some people just need to accept when they're wrong in life. There's nothing like, you know what's going to happen? Even less, God forbid, and we're not talking about that now, but God forbid Ollie doesn't get it right, yeah? Some people are going to be at me like, bruv, but you said Ollie in, you're wrong. Okay, let's move on. Literally, it's that simple. And I think for Scholes, you saw that Martial, like, there's other people to criticize the team. Before Martial at the front of the list. Don't get me wrong. I believe that the best thing that could have happened to Cavani was Martial actually getting a red card. Funny enough. Because right now, he's got a free reign in the centre forward position. He's got 3 games. Well, he's really got 2 because he can't play against he can't play against Newcastle. But you got 2 games because really you couldn't really shoehorn him in. But let's say Cavani goes in there and does a madness. Like they're whipping him balls and he's a real number 9. It's brilliant because now you've got a situation where you have 1 extra. So we have someone from the bench. So now you could say to yourself, you know what? This is what we're going to do. Martial, you're going to play out wide on the left. Yeah, I don't think it's going to happen personally, but we have that option now because sometimes when Rashford's off the ball, you want that. Or you had that option. If we're going to go 2 up, I think we should go 2 up front personally. Do you know what I mean? 5 at the back, 2 up front. And Martial, Cavani, I don't hate that. Do you know what I mean? There's a lot of different things, but again, we don't know if Cavani's still good. We don't know if he got Falcao.
There's so many different questions about this. Before I put my 10 pence in, Oliver Brammer says, KG, your Twitter account is all about Glazers out. Help push it, mates. I don't know if they've added you on Twitter. I'm sure KG will check that out.
Yeah, no, there's this Twitter account that's been at me still. Project Busby or something.
Yeah, I saw that video that done was sick. I did see.
Yeah, Project Busby. Because they're on it. I think they're moving like the Lincoln Project or something. You know, the one that we're not even getting into politics, but like they're on it. So
they're on it.
Okay. I like it. I like the energy.
With the Martial situation, I think it's mad interesting because there's a lot of layers to this as well. Yeah, because you know what it is. Yeah. If you're right about Cavani getting a couple of games, he can get a couple of games, and if he bangs, he has to play. Like if he plays them 2 Premier League games and gets a couple goals or gets 3 goals or really good positive performances, you can argue that he should continue to play. But this is where it could get sticky because Solskjaer has molded. And I'm not saying we don't need Cavani, but Solskjaer has molded Martial to be a certain striker, given him the confidence, give him the 9 shirt, and said, "You are going to be my striker." Now, on one hand, you could end up having a Martial that's kind of narked a little bit, like, you're getting the big man in. Like, what you're saying? I'm not your guy. Oh, you're trying to play me out on the right for a couple of games. Oh, you're trying to drop Marcus for a bit, put him on the right, and now I'm on the left. You got that on one side. But on the other side, which is more where I lie, Martial can't really throw his toys out the pram. Like you're at Man United, like we used to have 4 great strikers. You can't just throw his toys out the pram after having a good season, which he did have, the best of his season. Yeah, he can't throw his toys out the pram because he's got a bit of competition. He has to own it, and he has to say, "That's cool. You're bringing in Cavani. I want to play with him, or I want to show why you don't even need him." Like, do you know what I'm saying? I need that from him.
That's what you're saying. That Flex, you got it. You hit the nail on the head. You need these players everywhere with a pitch. I need players to feel under pressure. You see how David De Gea is looking at Henderson like you're a snake. You're here for my position. Sure, it's true. Sure, he's looking at Tellers like raw. Like,
Tellers.
This is peak. Yeah, he asked for it. So right now, I need Martial to be like, if he gets dropped, I need the fire to be in his belly to say, I need to start. And this is where people criticize the Ollie, because Donny van der Beek's there. He should make Pogba should feel so uncomfortable looking at Donny van der Beek saying, how do I get back into this team? At the moment, that's not been done. With Martial, it's not going to feel the same as, because Martial got violated when Ibrahimovic came. I don't know if you remember, like he had a shirt number. They said, yo, come here, take off.
Gave him the 11 quick time.
Take it off. Listen, that's not my man. You know, do you know
what? In a dressing room situation with big man, that's buoying man off. That is a violation.
That's like going to the barbershop, being mid-shape up, and a roadman comes and say, hey, big man, get out of the chair. Bare man a day, you know, and you got the powder in there.
and the barber starts undoing the apron and just flaps it off. Hey, let me just do this.
Trim.
No, it's worse than that. It's coming for your appointment. And just before you're about to get in the chair, the barber goes, "Oh, let me just squeeze him in." Before you even get
I think that's okay. I think
that's okay. That's fine. I'll book my appointment. No, I think that's okay. Why are you telling me to put someone else in?
I haven't had hair in a long time, but if this part of my hair was cut, that part, and then this part was still there, and someone comes and says, "Yo, big man, and let me run that," I allow it, and you got to get up.
That is what it's like.
Disrespect.
Yeah.
Is my audio good? Because I'm
Yeah,
seeing my audio.
I can hear you perfectly fine.
Yeah, tell that person to turn up his thing, bro.
Yeah. Shadman says, how does buying a striker solve the problem of chance creation? Without a proper right wing, traditional number 9 is pointless. I don't know what Scholesy is on. And I think, look, I remember back in the last season, Scholes was up his ass. Scholes was brown nosing Martial. Like, he was right up there, right up in there.
No, he weren't. Not straight away. Not straight away.
No, not straight away, because he's always had it in
Yeah.
for him. But there was a point where he started to go, yeah, you know, he's been great. He's been this. I just don't think that's very helpful right now. I just, for me, yeah, as well, what I don't like is this, yeah. And I'm not trying to get him to dig the players out, because it's essentially, yeah, people say that don't get on the players' back. But if you're going to criticize Martial, he's like, after the season he's just had, yeah, his best season. Yeah. He's like one of the least players you'd go to criticize. Why has he not had any energy for when Lingard's not been great? Why has he not had any energy for when Rashford's form has continued to kind of be up and down? Yeah. Where's his energy for other players? I don't understand why he's always going on Martial. It pisses me off.
And Robert McCormack just had a super chat. I think it just came out. Here you go. Martial hasn't scored for 8 games. Realist, no. So I'm going to say to you, just so you understand,
how many goals?
One that's a penalty against Tottenham. If Martial's taking his penalties, it's a whole different conversation. Do you know what I mean? Bruno's getting them. So you have to take that into consideration. So Martial is being effective and he's holding the ball up. We had times where, remember the days with Lukaku, we couldn't start attacks with Lukaku because he couldn't hold on to the ball. We've had moments when Martial's played as a perfect number 9. And there's been set times where he has been not in the best position. Like, he hasn't looked after the ball properly. Do you know what I mean? He's gone missing in games, but then he has a moment. He has a minute. And we've said the biggest thing that we wanted for Martial is almost to remember what he's good at. So obviously, to bring in the NBA analogy, I said to my friend before Game 5 of the what do you call it? Naked versus Naked. Yeah, there you go. I said LeBron is, when he attacks, no one can deal with him. No one can get him out of the way. And Martial, when he runs at people, he has this trickery that no one can do. A quick beat, and he can get to the body. Not even just the byline, and he can shoot. Yeah, I mean, he needs to do that at most times. He has to take players on. So even if he's back to goal, you know he's perfect. But going at players, he should be devastated.
And he doesn't really get a chance to do that as much as we would like him to. Robbo FM says, competition for places is what, I like this comment, competition for places is what makes players better and will show a player's mentality. If they flake under pressure, they should be gone. And you know what?
Robbo.
And that's not saying like, well, it kind of is saying if Martial can't handle the pressure, get out. And we're not trying to say we want Martial to leave. Of course not. Hell no. But I think I agree with the principle of what Robbo's saying. Like, if you're going to be at Man United or a top club and you can't handle, you know, other players in your position waiting in the wings, ready to push you, and you drop out, then I don't understand. There's a few people saying they can't hear you and that, but I don't know.
My audio's is going.
I don't know. Sometimes people do the wind-up thing. They do it. I don't know. I can hear.
No, one guy was keeping the rules. Like, yo, I'm an audio professional. Your audio's getting in and out. You know when he says that?
Well, I don't know. Maybe go out from your mic and just use your other.
I've got this, bro. I've got the Rode Special, bro.
Have you on your cam mic settings? Did you click it on?
Hold on.
I bet you didn't. Of
course I did. Am I an idiot? Am I a dickhead?
You are an idiot. And
yeah, I am.
Yeah. Is it on?
No, it's on. It's on.
Oh, it's on.
I'm not a dickhead.
We keep going on. I can hear you. Let's go to more super chats. James says, what are your thoughts on Martial playing up front with Cavani? Is it time Ollie changes the system? Hold that thought there, KG, because I know you spoke about too. Simon Cooper says, yes, boys, I hope you're good. Don't know how old you both are, but if you ever watched Brentford Rejects, which I did, that was filmed right on Nickelodeon back in the days. That's United right now. Glazers out. Listen, big up Brentford Rejects. I grew up in Northwest London, innit? So I used to live in Kensal Rise, just around the corner from Wilson Sports Centre, and that was where Brentford Rejects, the CAF was there, where they used to chill before the games, and they used to film the games at Wilson Sports Centre. So I used to know a few people in that as well. Big up Brentford Rejects. But it's a big thing. Cruz says if Cavani scores a few, Martial will be benched, and that's the thing here. Let me ask you this now, KG, with this whole Cavani versus Martial and stuff. Like, if Cavani does hit the ground running, or actually no, what do you think Solskjaer's plans for Cavani are? He's a high-profile player. Yes, he's the other side of 30. He's on big wages. Yeah. He's been there and done it. He's a prolific goal scorer, or has been throughout his career. Can you see him willing to just sit there and be like, I'll just fill in like what Igalo was going to do and just play in the Carabao Cup? Because I can't.
I'm telling you right now, yeah, Solskjaer had no plans for Cavani. Solskjaer didn't know Cavani was coming. We need to remember this. Solskjaer was chilling at home and he thought he was going to get Sancho. He thought, I'm going to look after my right-hand side and maybe, just maybe, if I need something desperately, I'm going to bring in, God forbid, we didn't want it, but a Josh King. He wasn't, what he was really focused on was a right-hand sided attacking player, which he didn't get. Now, when we get to the situation with Cavani, it's a good problem to have. Let's say Cavani does come in now and he matches it up. We're going to sit here and we get to ask ourselves, it's now going to bring out the coach in Oli. Oli now has another option because we have no one that is that good in the air like Cavani is. We have no one, they can both hold up the ball. I want to say Cavani can hold out the ball better, but Cavani hasn't kicked a ball in how many months? It's been a long time.
He's a different type. He's actually a striker though as well. He will play within the width of the 18. Like he can play left wing. I remember when Zlatan was at PSG, he forced Cavani out left wing. It can happen. So he is versatile, but he is a more proven.
He's going to be a 9. He's going to be a 9, and if he can force himself to be the main man down the middle, yeah, and he's just banging in goals all the time, then it's pressure on Martial. Do you see what I'm saying? And Martial will rise to the challenge. There was one time where Martial was, Mourinho had Martial and Rashford going against it for the left-hand side. And they were proper at it. And it was like, you come on, he scores. That one comes on, he scores. And it was like, I've seen Martial step up to the challenge many a times. And I don't think that he's going to feel nervous about this one. He's still the number 9. Cavani's got a 1-year contract. Martial can actually learn from these players. I think we, as a fan group, need to, because the team sheet's going to come out. Let's not say this game, but let's say the game after, the team sheet's going to come out, and you're going to see Cavani start, or you're going to see Martial start. As fans, I don't think we can be on this thing. Oh, why is he not starting my favorite, bro? Forget about that. Whoever is doing their job and doing their thing hard, you're meant to start. Simple as that.
Play like they say in football. Play well, you keep your shirt. That's like the basics of football. That's what you want from your manager. Robert McCormack says we can hear him fine. We never be where we want to be with a winger up front. Doesn't mean he's bad, but he's just not a striker. We need a finisher. Hold tight. Taylor says big up flex. Kensal Rise crew. Yeah, hold tight all the Northwest 10 crew, man. That's my stomping ground. Back to that super chat there. About Martial being a proper 9, and it just brings up that conversation again. And do you know what it is? Do you know what it is? I think because even some of my best friends that they don't support United, but they've been around the game a long time and they know football. They used to be pro and they know their football. And I always speak to my guy. He knows who he is, and he always says to me, he'll go, "What you having Martial? Yeah." He when he answers you questions, is he won't he won't say, "Oh, Martial's not." He'll go, "What? Oh, you having him? Yeah." And he'll go, you go, yeah, he's sick. He goes, "Oh, what you think? What you think he's sick? Yeah." He'll do that. And he's like, he'll break it down and he'll say, like, "Listen, Martial's, he's all right and that, but he ain't better than Cavani. You lot," he goes, "I've seen all you United fans and your thing." He's not in the social media thing and all that, but he knows.
Yeah.
He's like, he goes, "All your Man United fans are carrying on like Cavani's not a million times better than Martial. What are you doing?" And
million.
That's what he said as a striker. That's what he said. He goes, he comes there because he's like, "What, is Cavani going to start then?" Yeah, and I'm like, "Boy, I don't know. He's going to have to." You know what I mean? He's like, "What? You're not having him starting?" He's doing that, and he gets in your head. But it's mad because if Cavani comes in and plays well and adds a new dimension and hits the ground running, that's how football goes. If we can see that it's working, but this is where Ollie's got to get some change out of it. Cavani is a 20-goal striker. Hold that thought, says Avril. We're not getting someone who's shit. He's a good player.
No, fans, we have the potential to really fall in love with Cavani. I'm keeping it real.
Or really hate him.
Or hate him. The only thing that's going to be different is, because Ibrahimovic weren't like a runner. He's not that. I'm not going to say Ibrahimovic is not hardworking because that's disrespect. But Ibrahimovic is he knows what he wants to do. Cavani is gonna chase stuff down. He's gonna put his body wherever to try and do something. And the celebration, he's one of those passionate players. So he might quickly become what Herrera was to us, where you see the passion. You see how people like Bruno, like there's moments of Bruno kicking when he gets sent off and he kicks the side as he's walking.
Kicks up,
things like that. Even Herrera had one when he spat on the City logo, one of the greatest moments ever. You see when he was walking, he spat on the logo. Little moments like that. And I think Cavani, there could be one. It's a shame because he doesn't have the fans, because the fans in Cavani could be a madness. Do you know what I mean? Because I'm getting a bit more excited about him being here. But again, this excitement's without seeing. We don't know what condition he's going to be in. It is the biggest risk. And don't get me wrong, these Glazers are pagans because they didn't plan this. And if they planned this, Cavani should have been ready for the Newcastle game.
Yeah.
You get that? Even earlier, Cavani should have been ready from the start of the season.
Yeah.
He was the main man. Do you know what I mean? And again, Ollie never planned for this, but Ollie's going to work this out. Well, he has to.
He has to, yeah. He doesn't have Martial for 2 games.
And there's what's pissing me off the most, Man United fans are not confident about Newcastle. When did we lose confidence to Newcastle? I don't understand how this has happened. And I know we got moved to the weekend, but we got a man sent off. We still can't forget that. And let
me just get this read out quickly before it disappears. With Martial and Cavani out, Saturday would be a perfect chance to try a diamond with Van der Beek at the tip and Rashford and Greenwood as wide forwards. What's your thoughts on that? And Edward would said, man, I'm taking the piss in the comments anyway. Hear about Frank's bust up. I might steal Kante in January, says Edward Wood. So Edward was working on that deal as we speak. We'll hear about that in 2025 when Kante's retired. Michael Forrest says, Martial coming off the left wing is his best position, in my opinion. He can run at players and can bury the ball in the top right corner. Straight baller at left wing. So it's mixed. It's mixed.
No, I think people need to get used to seeing Martial as the number 9. But I won't be angry. Whoever comes in and scores goals and forces you not to play there, it is what it is. Do you know what I mean? I think someone said something funny. Someone said, Mel Track said, KG's dressed like a Kinder Bueno fan. Obviously, there's Kinder Bueno colors on the condom hat. And I rate that comment still. It's a big one still. Let's go.
I'd say Galaxy Caramel, but...
No, this is Kinder Bueno colors. I think they got that one.
Here's the light because of the wafer.
The interior. Let's go.
Tara says the reason why Tony works so well is because he has the ability to drop deep and create plays that lead to goals. As a team, we don't create enough chances for proper number 9 to flourish in this team. That's an interesting point, because before we move this topic on from Cavani and Martial, we're going to talk about Paul Pogba and some of the comments he made. But that's, as a last point, as a proper number 9, someone who is just going to stay there, do we play like that? Like that? Do we really have marauding wingers who beat their man and cross the ball? Well, we don't have that in Marcus Rashford on the left-hand side, because obviously he just wants to come in and do his thing. We don't have that for Mason Greenwood on the right-hand side, because he just wants to cut in on his left and do his thing.
Flex, I'm just trying to sort out this. These headphones.
Oh, you sound awful now.
It sounds worse, yeah?
Put it back from it. It's fine.
I'm trying to listen to these fans, bro, but I'm not.
Ruin the whole show. What's he doing? Bro, stop listening to the... Bro, you not could tell KG anything. You not could tell KG that the lottery numbers that he didn't even put on, because he didn't even do the lottery numbers, has just come in and he's won it. And he's going to go, oh, someone in the comments just said about my lottery numbers. Let me go check. You ain't even put it on, you fool.
I believe you, bro. I respect the comment section, bro.
No, I'm not saying that. It's easy to get done by a kipper. Like, you can't just look at every single thing and go, oh, let me change this. You're good. We can hear you. Don't worry.
All right, cool. All right. I'm a newbie, fam. You got to take, this is what I'm saying. You know what? Rashford would have talked to Greenwood like that, I'm young Greenwood, yeah. You're Gareth Southgate. You sent me home. You sent me home. I ain't playing international football. You gotta look after man, fam. I'm new to the scene.
I said it sounds like a World War II mic. That's what you went back to. You just went back on.
Now I've gone back. I'm on the
main. Yeah, you're back on the proper. HD sound.
Yeah. I listened. Nah, people give me lottery numbers. You lot are so disrespectful. I'm gonna play one. I might play one. Because if I win, what would you do?
Wait, hold tight, Nil Fish. Put them on.
Nil Fish. If I play them numbers and I win, what's Nil Fish gonna do? I ain't sharing. I don't care.
We had Lukaku. Look how they spelled Lukaku. That is jokes.
No, wait.
Because you know what the worst thing is? If you actually sound out how it's spelled, you still get the same name. Lukaku. Hold tight, Ajmal, man. Hold tight, Ajmal.
Wait. Let's be real. Wait, no, Flex. I'm gonna put you under pressure because I don't know how to do it and have to Google it. Spell Aubameyang. Can you do it?
Aubameyang.
I'm not gonna lie, I don't even know.
The real one is when Mkhitaryan came. Can you spell that?
Oh my days!
Yeah, that was a mad thing.
Yeah, when you can't, there's bare names that you struggle to spell. Like these footballers, I gotta check. No, man said Lukaku. Wait, he needs to jump. He needs to go home.
Oh, that's funny. Biggie says, till one of the legends give an honest assessment of Oli, I can't take them seriously. That's interesting as well. Yeah, because even with the managers, some of them were quick to criticize when it was Jose. Some of them were quick to criticize when it was LVG. Apart from Gary Neville, who was like, we shouldn't even sack Moyes to keep backing the manager. He kept saying that every time. I think Gary Neville does that because he was at Valencia and was dead and knows what it's like being in the hot seat. So he's like, nah, man, I know what they're going through. Even though he's not in their league, he's just like, I just don't like calling for a manager's head because I've been there and I was dead, not getting no results.
Yeah,
I think it's more that. But yeah, I see what he's saying because the class of '92 or the old legends never really give a go in.
They're a bad mind class. They're a bad mind class. I think what it is here is a lot of the people that was in the class of '92, a lot of them, some of them wanted the job, especially Giggs. Giggs really wanted the job. I think Scholes was expecting to be a coach of somewhat. These guys love the club, and I think they feel on the outside. Now, the only difference is Ollie's finally here, and they can't criticize Ollie because he's their friend. He's really their friend, so it's easier to criticize. Yeah, it's easier to criticize the players, but what's weird is the players that they actually choose to criticize, because now again, we're not here to rinse Maguire, but before Martial's name comes up, I want to hear Maguire, I want to hear the midfield, I want to hear everything else before we get there. Just saying, but that's my opinion, and they're open to that.
Hold tight, Donato. He says, just wanted to say big up to the both of you, KG and Flex. Look forward to the show every week. You guys have me absolutely dying. All right, big up yourself, man. That's what it is. It's just about good vibes, man. Even when we're playing poorly or whatever, it's just nice to just, you know what I'm saying, just let your personality come out of vibes. You know what I'm saying? So hold tight, everyone.
I've missed it, weirdly. I've missed football, even though international break has been here. Now, people still can't get over how that youth spot Lukaku. He was violating with the spelling.
It was funny. Why? Robert McCormack says, "Why would they dig Martial out if he was the answer?" Which exactly, I don't get it. I don't get why they keep going in on him. And there was one more super chat that before we move on to the Pogba situation, which kind of brings us into the Pogba situation from Joshua. It says Pogba flourished in a diamond for France on the weekend. Bruno plays as an 8 for Portugal. We are also lacking proper wingers. 4-4-2 diamond. Couple of things to touch on. Yeah, Bruno played like literally in a flat 3 on the right hand side of it, and he found himself in right wing positions. He found himself sometimes in the 10, just kind of a bit of movement, sometimes deeper, playing some passes. And he looked all right in there. We know he can play there. Pogba was at the top of that diamond, and when he was driving forward, he was like he was enjoying himself. Do you know what I'm saying? Which he always does with the French national team. So maybe a diamond, but I don't know. The last time we played a diamond was when I think we was at Everton. I remember watching it, thinking, "Wow, this is man." It was we ended up drawing 1-1 after we changed the shape. But I remember seeing Greenwood and Martial, I think it was, up front in that system, and they just didn't know when to drop. They were basically right and left wingers as well as right and left forwards, and it just didn't work. So unless they've really worked on it, which I don't think they would have, I think they'll struggle. But on Paul Pogba, let's talk about Paul Pogba. Yeah,
let's talk about it.
Let's talk about Pogba. Obviously away on international duty last week. Yeah, in the presser. And he's basically, cut a long story short, said, "Yeah, Madrid, why not? It's every player's dream to play there. You know, I would love to, but I'm in Manchester. I want to fight for my club. I want to get Man United back to where they want to get to." And this isn't new news. This is just the first Flex and KG show, so we're gonna react to it.
We're gonna talk about it. How did you feel? I can tell you how I felt, but how did you feel? Because I think we might have different opinions on this one.
Okay, I felt like we know, Pogba, that you want to go there. We know this. This is nothing new. And at a time when our last result was a battering 6-1, when are we going to move past you keep regurgitating it? Like, people who would defend Pogba will say, yeah, well, of course he wants to play there. He doesn't want to play with this bag of shit. He doesn't want to play next to McTominay. He's won the World Cup with France. He's done this. He's done that. And he wants to play with the best players. Man United haven't delivered on what they said they were going to deliver on him.
Yeah.
Fine. Just don't say it in the thing. Just don't.
This is
just don't.
My take.
I'm fed up of it. Especially when you ain't really been doing much recently.
You're not pulling up trees. You're not
pulling up trees, bro.
This is my take, because I have mixed feelings. The thing is, I hate international break, because as soon as your player goes off international break, you know someone's gonna say a madness. Literally, you're like, oh, who's it gonna be this time? Do you know what I mean? Unfortunately, it was Pogba. Now, now the difference is, I'm at a place with Pogba now where I'm like, look, if he's here, I'm down. If Pogba's here and he's willing to fight for the shirt, thumbs up. If Pogba goes, before, a message like that would have scared the hell out of me. Do you know what I mean? But now it's like, if Pogba goes and goes for a lot of money, I'm cool with that. It's going to hurt to see him kill it at Real Madrid or a Juventus. It's going to hurt looking at those highlights, because you know it will be highlight central. However, now, of course, we've got Donny van de Beek, who's not on Pogba's level. Don't get me wrong, he's not as good as Pogba, but then it might just work for what we need now. Do you know what I'm saying? Especially with the way, because Ollie's playing him in a certain way. Pogba is very responsible for the dead play. Do you know what I mean? But maybe in the way that we're talking to Pogba and saying, you know, the way he's been coached, maybe that could be the reason. But we've been trying to unlock Pogba for at least 6-7 years. We've been looking for the player to unlock Pogba, and now it's getting to a point where you say, maybe he can't be unlocked, fam. Maybe there's no cheat code. Do you know what I mean? I'm just saying, or maybe it just doesn't work in our team. Excuse me. So now it's got to the thing where I'm like, you know what? Whatever happens with Pogba, I'm relaxed, because we're in the dark ages. And if Pogba says he's come here, the one thing I don't want though is when people accuse Pogba of not being professional. Pogba's come here believing something. He was sold a dream just like how we were. Woodward told him, I'm going to bring in this person, this person, this person. And even remember, Pogba was expecting Jadon Sancho. You heard Mini Raiola come out and say, we believe in a project. We believe in this, that, and the other. And Pogba was thinking, Jadon Sancho comes in, okay, this is a team that's going somewhere. We've got Bruno.
Shows intent.
It showed intent. And all players, Rooney almost left us because we signed Chicharito. People forget that. Rooney was pissed. We sent him on gardening leave. We sent him to America to a fat camp. Do you not remember that? Rooney went to fat camp mid-season. We've never seen anything like that before. And then Chicharito batted it up. But I'm just saying that how every player is going to be able. You don't won't believe it, but I was on Mo's show, Big Nasty show, and Rio was on, and Rio said that he almost left the club. Do you know what I mean? The fans came to his house, Ed Woodward's house. Do you know what I'm saying? And he was like, are we still serious as a club? These players have a short career. The same way we can say he's dead, he's got to go. The players need to think of themselves. It's that simple. Do you know what I mean? And if we can get super money for him and bring in, let's say we sell Pogba for 120, 130 million.
This is the problem with the current climate, and even in a year's time, are we going to get 120 million for Pogba? I don't think so.
Yes, you can. Of course you can.
I don't think anytime soon. It's the whole reason why he didn't go in the first place.
Did you not see what Dortmund just did to us? They said,
we didn't pay it.
No, because we're monks.
I know that, but what I'm saying is at this point, I'm trying to think of a transfer that was over 100 million this summer. There wasn't.
Hold on. Was there over? No, listen. Clubs are gonna prepare.
That's why Juventus never come back for Pogba, because they can't afford it.
No clubs will prepare and be ready.
By summer, when fans still ain't there, fans still ain't going to be there for the rest of this year. They're slowly coming back in across Europe. They're a little bit ahead of us. But most of this season, let's say, for argument's sake, is going to be behind closed doors. Who's going to have 100 plus million to get Pogba in the summer? No, I think we could risk losing money on it. I don't even know if we get 90 for him.
You know what? I'll get to that. Hit up the super chats so people don't get upset.
Bill says United is bigger than any player. Sick of people defending players instead of the club. Basically saying he's had enough of the whole Pogba situation. He's not performed. He hasn't been consistent, and back the club. Nath Matthew says, love Pogba. He's a baller, but he's not what we need. He'd be perfect for an established title challenging team, but not for a team in transition. Need players hungry for the badge like Fernandes. That reminds me of what I tweeted on the day when Pogba made them comments. I basically said, look, we're at a stage where we can't have any passengers. We can't afford any luxury players who are just a cherry on top at this precise moment. And we can't have anybody who is looking to move elsewhere. That's from a club point of view. From a Paul Pogba point of view, he doesn't want to be at a team that isn't challenging, that doesn't have a genuine, real chance of winning top silverware, that he wants to be at a team that has loads of top players, that's polished. He's in his prime. He's nearly won. Well, he's won obviously the highest accolade in international, and he wants to follow that up quite quickly in the club level. And I basically said that our interests aren't really aligned at the moment, which is weird because both our interests is we want Man United to do well, but really it seems like his thing there, like he'd be perfect for an established title challenging team, but not for a team in transition, says Nave. I think a mixture of that.
You got to be careful not to have fully hard work FC, bro.
No. Listen, I'm saying you need players of Pogba's ability. Yeah. Right. I'm not saying you don't just want a bunch of 11 McTominays running around really, really hard. I've always said that. I understand that. But what I'm saying is you can get a player who can give us not what Pogba can do on his best day, because probably only Pogba can do that. But you free out, you let the reins off of Van der Beek in an attacking position, who's going to be there, play consistently well, do the simple things well, and then you go and buy another 2 players for Pogba because you can't just replace him with 1. Look, I think there's a thing of, as United fans, we've got this thing that it's like you breaking up with a partner, but you don't want someone else to have them. Do you know what I'm saying? They're going to go into another relationship and have an amazing relationship, get the house, get the kids, get everything, get the beautiful garden, and you just see them on social media flourishing, and you think, I had that. And there's that, we're skeptical that he's going to go and smash it, when really that doesn't make it wrong that he might not have to be here.
I'm getting angry. I'm getting angry right now. Because as you're talking, I'm getting angry at the comment section. Why I'm getting angry is this. Remember, people were moving like Pogba can't be worth over 100 million. Maguire went for 80. Sigurdsson went for 50. You're talking about, in football, again, outside of football, this is the most marketable player in the land. Period. You got Neymar, you got Mbappe, and even if you don't want to like it, Pogba is the most marketable player, marketable
100%.
name
100%
in world football. Even when he wasn't in the Champions League, he's the Champions League athletes. Does that make sense?
He's a big commodity.
He's a commodity, and like it or not, that's what football has done. Football has become a thing where you think about those commodities. So you're actually breaking down and looking at Pogba saying, is he worth, man is saying 60 million for Pogba. In what country?
Steven says, I would take 70 million for Pogba, then use the funds to get a quality centre-back. I think what the issue is...
I want him nowhere near club. Who said that? What's that guy's name? Steven, get out, bruv. That's Woodward dealing, you know. Woodward will sell Pogba for that kind of P. I want all the money.
Right. Let me break this down. No, right. You're living in the world of the ideal world. The ideal world is, we bought Paul Pogba for 90 million,
yes,
and he goes up in value from being with us because he's been really good. He's won stuff or whatever, and like you say, he's a commodity. Like even if he's playing crap, you put a Pogba shirt there. And sell it at any club, it's going to sell out. He's a commodity. But in this climate, you have to remember the whole reason he has not left our club is because of COVID-19. Yeah, let's just get back to that. So, and obviously, Man United, they're not going to want to accept less than 90 million. Of course, they're going to want 100. I think we actually kind of Dortmund Juventus a bit, because we were like, well, we're not selling him for less than 120, so we know you can't afford that. Do you know what I'm saying? Do you know what I'm saying? So Man United are always going to look for that. But right now, and like I talk about in the summer, no one ain't affording that. Juventus cannot afford 120 million pounds.
You'll be surprised what clubs can do.
By the end of this season in summer, I guarantee you, Juventus will not be able to afford 120 million euros for Paul Pogba. And I don't
probably put together a payment package. They'll probably put
and it's whether or not
players
accept that. But the players would have to exchange in that as well.
They'll offer players. They probably offer players. And end of the day, it needs to be a deal in the worth of that. So like, let's say with many players, it's not the first time when he's seen, let's say like a Lukaku. You know what I mean? Where Lukaku again,
he left for 60, didn't he? And we bought. He came for like 75, and then it rose. He came for like 70, 75, and then it rose up to, I think, 80, 85. But he left for 60.
Do you think we got our money's worth for Lukaku? Honestly, 60 mil.
But
the answer is no.
Not really. But again, this is the issue. This is the issue. When players come to us, and this is the question I'm going to ask you now: has Pogba put out performances on a consistent basis that's made his price go up? Forget that he's Paul Pogba with the shirts prices, because that will always give you a chunk of money. I'm talking about performances and what he's done as an individual. Forget of the reason why. Has Pogba performed to the level where these teams will go, yeah, I know you paid 90 million for him. We can tell he's been amazing, and we'll give you an extra 40 million.
Not enough to drop his value. So he came in for 90 mil, and you're saying that he's dropped his value's dropped by what?
Sorry, Lukaku left. Yeah, Lukaku left 75. So my mistake. So he left 75.
You know what I mean?
I think
some people are saying right now that, and this is just my opinion, by the way. So again, whatever everyone else thinks at home, that's cool for you. That's your opinion. Enjoy it. But I'm saying, for me, I can't tell you that I believe Pogba's everything that Pogba's done is devalued so much to the point that he's 20 million less. He's worth 20 million less. I don't see that. Do you know what I mean? I would say that if even if there's a 5 million, even if there's a decrease by 5 million, which I don't see, because it's end of the day, it's when you're selling someone on, or when you're saying to someone, this is what you're going to get in your club, it's still a player that can unlock an attack. It's still a player that, if you put Pogba, and I know we don't have this at our team correctly right now, but put Pogba in an established team, you enjoy what he's doing. And it's all the people that are getting at me saying this, that, and the other, don't send me pictures of Pogba smashing it up in the league, because that's what's going to happen.
No, he will. He will. No,
Pogba, it's going to happen.
Pogba will. Look, listen, when Pogba leaves Man United, the next team that he's in, he'll probably do well. It's going
to be incredible. It's going to be incredible.
There's some people who've written him off so bad. There's some people who've written him off so bad that are like, let him leave. Like, I don't even think he'll do anything at somewhere else.
It's cool, and that's what it's cool. That's for them, innit? I'm just saying, for us, I think that it's not for me, because Pogba's done so many things with me in terms of wanting to go, wanting to stay. Now I don't care. That's how honest it is. I'll support him if he's wearing a shirt. If he ain't wearing a shirt, good luck. Do you know what I mean? But it's get to the point where I think, again, he takes most of the conversation. I think when we see Pogba, it's just Pogba, and we forget about all these other things because he's the biggest name, and that's what I'm saying. He's, end of the day, he's one of the biggest factors in this club. Do you see what I'm saying? And as soon as he goes, it's going to move on to the next. And that's what happens. Who's going to be the next guy that they're going to cuss after Pogba? I don't know. Do you know what I mean? But it's when you play for Man United, this is just the thing, because we had it. I remember fans rinsing Rooney and this, that, and the other. Rooney was the guy that was just targeted. He's gone, and now who's going to be the new one? And there'll always be someone, because this is the biggest club in the world. Do you know what I mean? Like, in terms of how the media respond to us and how we respond to it. So it is what it is. Again, whatever Pogba chooses to do, I'm cool. I just hope that when we do sell him, we reinvest the money into the club.
We've got to. That reinvesting in recruitment is always something that we're always struggling with. Chung Lee says, KG, you're saying Pogba is worth more than Sancho. What planet are you from? With that,
saying,
do you think he's worth more than Sancho?
Hmm?
Do you think Pogba's worth more than Sancho?
No, because again, there's a higher ceiling. There's a higher ceiling in terms of Sancho's really young. That's what he's got on his side. We don't know. We don't know. This is the thing. Sancho can come here. It might not work. We don't know what Sancho's going to do in the league.
Yeah.
Like same way we got Kai Havertz. I think Chelsea fans were expecting a lot more than they're getting right now from him. Again, you make a signing and you just got to see if it works.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? One thing that we want to do, if we can, obviously I'm Nigerian and we've had it all. You sent a lot to me. NSARS now. This is a big platform. I want to say this on here. NSARS now. Police brutality in Nigeria. It's wrong. They're trying to. I like the fact that a lot of people that are not Nigerian have been thinking about it. I just want to say, as a Nigerian man on the platform, NSARS now. Yeah. So people tweet that as well where you can. I like that it was trending. By also Rashford backed it as well. I think that was amazing. But yeah,
Tammy Abraham had his say as well. I know he's got Nigerian descent as well, and yeah, what's going on out there is atrocious, to be honest with you. The brutality that's going out there. So yeah, if you're watching from Africa and especially Nigeria as well, and you guys are going through that, we're definitely standing with you lot, man, for sure.
United
trying to flip it away from that dry frenzy. Said if KG owned United, he would make it compulsory for the players and fans to wear the condom hat.
I couldn't do that.
Only can't improve players. Look what Lukaku is doing. And Kevin McGee says, "What the hell is in your ears, KG?"
It's Samson buds still. They're Sam buds.
They look like cotton wool pads. They look like two little cotton wool pads.
Yeah, no, they're the Sam buds still. Like the Samsung tried to bring out their own version of like the wireless thing. Yeah. I got the AirPods as well, but they keep connecting to my Siri and it keeps trying to work stuff out. Like allow it. Do you know what I mean? So it's these.
I have to go and reinvest. Man, I have to reinvest. KG, last sort of 10 minutes, man. Last sort of 10 minutes.
I can't believe it's last 10 minutes already.
Yeah, the show always flies. Hold on a sec. Kay says Martial will be the fall guy. Scholes already getting fans to get on his back. Hashtag NSARS now. It did feel a little bit like that. Jumping on him, like he's had a slow start to the season, like Paul Pogba has, like Bruno, like everyone has. And for him to just do that on him, I did feel a little bit of that.
Here you go. Can we talk about this? Because this has happened this week. And fans need to understand what is going on. It's disgusting. That the skullduggery of the media and the press, so this is what they're doing. They're now trying to say there's a big breakdown with the players and how they see Oli, They're talking about the breakdown with Bruno. They're talking about all these things.
Yeah, now, what have you made of all of these leaks coming out? Players ain't
there. You go. This is what I want to attack and I want to speak about. The club, are gearing up to make a decision on Oli because the games are nuts. I looked at the fixtures again.
It's worse when you actually look at it on the page.
No, when I looked at the pictures, I was like, "Oh my days!" PSG. Then you got like Arsenal, Chelsea. Then it is crazy. Yeah, the club are gearing up to potentially make a decision. Yeah, and the club hasn't got the power to do it on their chest and say, "We made that decision. He ain't good enough, and we changed it." So now what the club have done is say, all the players are questioning Bruno. And that's music. That's like manna to Oli out brigade. And I respect it. I respect it. You know what I mean? That's people will hear that and say, here we go. But then the Oli in brigade, are gonna say to themselves, oh, here we go. The players are throwing the manager under the bus. So then we get into this weird place again, which we haven't been in for years, where we say that the players just destroy managers or take. They'll get into this place where we say, where fans hate the players, and then you've got other guy hating the manager, but who do we forget about? The guys upstairs.
All the time.
So what I want people to realize and understand that these little news articles hasn't come from nowhere. Now, I don't believe that Oli has lost the dressing room. What I honestly feel is Bruno and Maguire probably, this is again hearsay, we don't know. Bruno and Matic are probably coming, and Bruno has probably gone crazy in the dressing room.
We should.
And he thought, which is cool. But then, remember, in anything, there's still going to have to be a line. Do you know what I'm saying? Because just imagine now, you're getting crazy, and I try to stop you, and you're still not listening to me. If I let you just run things, just imagine I've said to you, Flex, you came to my house and then you was upset with something that happened. And I'm like, all right, Flex, calm down now. And you're like, no, shut up. After a while, it's not about that situation anymore. Wait, how are you talking to me, bro? And if I don't correct you, everyone's going to mug me off in my own house. People are going to come to my house and put their feet, like when they're wearing their trainers, just put on my couch. You know what I'm saying? If I don't nip it in the bud now, so I might not bring him back on before that matter. Now, what people have done, and this is the media, are always going to be, they hate us. They hate us. Anything but United. That's a real thing. So the media now, we know we lost 6-1. The fans are upset, this, that, and the other. And those trying to sow division, fam. I'm telling you guys, don't fall for the okie dog. When the Glazers sack Oli, when, we don't know, if that comes, that's their decision. They brought him in. That's one of their mistakes. And we can't take attention from that. I'm just saying, because this is how they play the game. Don't forget, there's a guy that works from, we took him from the Sun, is it? To do PR.
Yeah.
Don't forget, that is a real thing. And I'm just saying, nobody's talking about what these guys have done. No one has spoken about.
It always happens right on cue. It always happens right on cue. Do you know what I'm saying? As soon as I saw some things were saying like, yeah, Solskjaer's going to get sacked soon, or he's going to get sacked imminently, or Pochettino is waiting in the wings, and contact has been made, and and I know there's a side to it where people might say, you're stupid if you don't think they have spoke to Pochettino in the past, just to say, whatever. Maybe it has, but it always resurfaces just when something's bubbling in terms of results. Do you know what I'm saying? And we're about to go into a really bad period. And in the past, when we were about to go into bad periods, Ollie's pulled out the bag. Ollie's pulled out. I remember last year, it was Spurs and then it was City. Or it was the other way around. One of them. I think it was Spurs, then City. Yeah, it was Spurs, then City. Beat Spurs, beat City, and he kind of, I don't want to say he saved his job, but it proper turned the valve, just like to let some of the pressure out. Do you know what I'm saying? Let some of the air out of the container. And I feel like every time Solskjaer's been teetering on the edge, he's good at getting those results. And he's going to need that now. He's going to need that in this next 7-game run. He's going to need to, because you can't start the season. And in the first, 8 to 10 games, you've only got 2 or 3 wins.
Yeah, it's madness.
You're struggling there.
It's madness. It looks crazy. And again, because I know someone said, KG's trying to agree with Ollie's scapegoating Bruno. I don't think Ollie never came out and said, I took off Bruno because how he moved in the dressing room. He's never said anything. This is news that we've just taken.
We will never know why. We will never know.
Exactly. And this is the funny thing, because we picked the funny times when we're going to believe in the papers. When we said, guys, don't worry, we're very relaxed about signing Sancho. He's our number 1 target. Did you not believe that? No, you didn't. But now when they write that Bruno and these guys had an argument, all of a sudden you believe it. Why? Yeah. That's what I want to know. Why?
It's always on cue. It's always on
we don't know. All I'm saying is we don't know, and I get it. Whoever's got the Ollie out agenda, end of the day, results say what happens. If Ollie doesn't get the results, he will not be in this job anymore.
Simple as that. Yeah, regardless.
It's not like to work anything out. It's not like hard maths. It's that simple.
But you also got to remember, they don't want to sack, Woodward won't want to sack him for a long, as long as
he's preparing to,
because
Woodward is preparing.
But because don't you remember that the talk was, and Woodward don't want to sack him because it looks bad on him. He brought him in. He's the heartstring of the fans. He don't want to sack Ollie because as soon as he sacks Ollie, it's another manager under his watch as well. Remember, that's failed.
And that's why you start to leak that information to the press and say the players are not comfortable. I'm just asking Man United fans, are you comfortable with knowing that the players are in charge of the club again? Because I remember fans being upset about that before, when they say, how can the club listen to the players and get rid of a manager? You know, that whole Jose thing. So the people that were Jose in were furious that the players did it. And once again, we're going to be in this weird position where we turn against the players, we just turn against the wrong people. That's what I'm saying. I think sometimes focus has to stay there. Do you know what I mean? That's what I'm asking for. If you're Ollie out, you'll get your way if he doesn't get results. Until then, we got to stand with the man. Just until then. Do you know
Of
what I mean?
course, because he's got to prove it now, and he's without Martial. Hopefully, Bruno has tested negative. I saw a report saying for the COVID, but hopefully we're not missing him. Swenet says, "Flexing KG, fun people to watch. Keep it up, guys. Red forever. Big up yourself, bro." And Control says, "Hey Flex, who do you think should play in midfield on Saturday? I think it should be Matic, Donny, and Bruno. Well, it depends what shape we play. I've got a feeling that Oli might go with 2 up front and play the 5.
Yeah.
I just got a feeling. I don't know. Without Martial there, without Cavani there, I don't know if he'll trust Mason to lead the line in a 3, or I don't know if he will put Marcus there and maybe put Dan James on the left and Greenwood on the right. I'm not sure, but for me, my first thing, I'm not going to lie, when the Spurs situation, the aftermath of that, the first few days after it, I was like, I don't care what you need to do, Ollie, you need to play 5 at the back. Just get us comfortable. I don't care how negative it is against Newcastle. Yeah. We need a platform to build off because we are a mess. But slowly, you start calming down. We're still in a mess because it was a horrendous performance. But you start thinking, if he does kind of start waving the white flag and say, I'm just going to a 5, it's like, Ollie, are you kind of... That's actually showing us that you're going, oi, Ross, peak for me.
Because I might be trying to fix the issue defensively.
True.
If I switch to a 5, you can't.
It depends how. Because people always say that the 5 obviously means it's defensive because you're playing 5 defenders, yeah. But essentially, that formation has won titles before. Like, do you know what I'm saying? Like, if it's coached properly and your wing backs aren't actually as defensive, aren't actual proper defenders, like an Alex Telles, who can just maraud. The problem is, Wan-Bissaka at wing back would probably worry me. Probably Brandon Williams is probably better than him going forward. But it's a worry. So, whether Ollie... And these players have been on international break. So it's not like he's had a couple of weeks to work on this new system of a 5 or work on this new diamond with a 2. That worries me. That worries me because...
Listen, I'm telling you right now, again, I'm back, You know me. It's positive FC. It's the Glarpers.
We're going to go Newcastle and slap them.
So, I thought we're going to... Yeah, you know me. That's me. That is me, like it or not. Someone, again, whatever fans do at home, it's your business. However you want to support United, support them like that. I'm just telling you, I'm going to be going into the game against Newcastle thinking we can win. I'm not gaining with fear. I can't fear Newcastle.
No, of course, no. Everyone thinks we can win. You can't.
I'm not allowed. Yeah, I'm not going to let myself get to that.
No, but I don't think any Man United fan thinks we can't win the game.
But call Jamal and tell him to allow it, though.
Yeah.
Even though at the same time I don't fear them, but call Jamal, say, bruv, like it's not every day that you have to do a big tackle. Like, let man go. Yeah. You see what I'm saying? And again, like, it is what it is. As I said, I'm looking forward to the games because I've missed football. I have missed our team playing. And it's either going to be a really beautiful moment to watch and enjoy, or it's going to be devastation. Us sitting in 16th, because is that where we are right now in the league? I
ain't even looked.
It's nuts. If we are like, listen, if we play Chelsea and Arsenal and we're still in that position, I wouldn't know what to do, bro. Again, and my birthday's coming. My birthday's coming, and we're playing. Oh my god, we're playing Arsenal. My birthday is 2 days after. If we're 16, I say madness. There's not.
You're out.
I'm leaving. No, I'll leave United Stand. I'll leave United Stand. I swear to you. If we are 6, because I can't do it. You know,
don't say that.
I will leave. No, I'm leaving. No, do you really want to say this? Because do you know how hard it is? Like when we lose, I know some people might be like, like I'm gonna rant and do a madness, bro. It hurts, bro. Like you have to understand. I've got friends now that watch this show to laugh at me in pain. They can see it.
Of course,
they don't support the club. Do you know what I mean? And I'm so expressionate. They know that I just want to see my team win. I don't want to talk about this, bro. When we lose, it hurts. Bro.
Yeah, it does. But you got. But KG, this is the thing. Like, this is what following the football thing is, isn't it? Like we as United fans, especially of our age, like early 30s, like Well,
Yeah.
I've given away my age. I don't know if you can say, but
I'm 16, bro. What are you talking about?
yeah, on the documents it probably does say that.
Real Nigerian. I'm 17. Same way. I'm the same age as Obafemi Martins,
I was
fam.
gonna say, bro, you're Martins and Kanu in one, fam.
Yeah. Them man are taking the liberty still.
Hold tight, all the Nigerians. Then big up yourself.
Yeah.
What was I gonna say?
You're saying that this is what happens.
This is just what happens. Like, I'm not saying anything mad. Like, we're gonna have to wait 30 years to win another title. I'm not gonna say anything stupid like that. But I remember thinking it will never be 10. That's all I'll leave you with. I remember saying to myself, even in the early years, even the first couple of years after Sir Alex left, like 2-3 years, I was like, oh no, yeah, it's gone shit under Moyes, and the guy's not doing too great, but we'll get it. It's not gonna be like 10 years or anything, bro. 2013, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20. We're going into 21. We're going into 8 years. So are we gonna win the title in 2 years?
Do you know what's mad? Yeah? I don't know.
Decade FC.
Decade FC. No, do you know what I did? I'm mad. This is how, like, I don't know if it's cathartic. I don't know what it is, but you know Expressions. He's probably the funniest footballer YouTuber I've ever seen. Yeah? He's the funniest. Yeah? I went and watched him dancing and enjoying, bruv. Why did I do that? My team lost to his team. Why am I watching a video of him celebrating? But I don't think if Troops and them man, all them Arsenal fans, like my birthday's in 2 days, I can't manage that. I can't cope.
Well,
I'm deleting my Wi-Fi, bro. I'm deleting everything.
It will be peak. But if it's the other way around, but we can't even think that far ahead. Listen, we can't even think that far ahead right now because we just got to take care of Newcastle.
Someone said low expectation FC. That's us.
There you go. Listen, we'll come to the end of the show. KG, where can people find you? What are you up to?
I'm on Channel 4 on Thursday, 10 o'clock.
What are you on?
Mo Show. It's on Channel 4, 10 o'clock.
I saw a little snippet of that when you were like, yo.
Yeah. Well done, yeah. So I'm on Channel 4. It's all about comedy. Black comedy.
Love that.
So you watch that because it'll be good. And then come to my YouTube channel. I ain't got no bids yet, but I will have the bids on KG. It's the same at KGTHA Comedian. But again, thank you so much. NSARS, Flex, big up yourself. Where can he find you, bro?
100%, man. Flex UTD across all the socials. You lot know where to find me, and my YouTube channel, The Flex. Go hit that up as well. I will be. I've said for a while I'm going to be jumping back on there and doing some fresh stuff on there as well. Some interviews lined up with people. So yeah, man, check out my YouTube channel, The Flex, and most importantly, make sure you guys are all subscribed and following the United Stand across all the platforms as well.
Big up, Mark.
And also, the guy, big up Mark as always. And remember, the Instagram lives, man, I've really been enjoying them. Actually, KG, I don't know if you're on lunchtime at a shoot or something, you can jump on Insta Live, but it's been great talking to you around the world, man. Monday, Wednesday, Friday, 12 p.m. I'm doing
Monday,
Instagram
Wednesday,
Live.
Friday. Oh, tomorrow, yeah?
Yeah. So,
because I'm shooting, but I'm in my trailer, bro. Yeah. They had me in a trailer all day today. I must have violated.
Doing up makeup and all that, yeah? All right.
Yeah,
cool.
I need to take it off now. Look at my skin, bro.
Anyway, guys, thanks for listening, watching. Big up yourself. Smash a like on the video. Subscribe if you're new. We will see you guys on game day. On game day. Wow, what's that? Saturday. What was a funny one?
No, Depression FC. That's what we're all gonna feel like. If we lose on, no, we can't cope. Let's just listen. Be confident, fans. Come on, United.
Let's go. Laters, people. We're out.
Let's go. Peace.